Hey everybody, it's been a while since I've made a video. I mean to quite often, and I just talked myself out of it at the last second. Um, but I guess that's anxiety too. Honestly, I'm like, I'll go to make one, and I'm like, nobody fucking cares. Uh, what I have to say, but I like to think at some point maybe I can help somebody out with any of my past experiences or whatever little bit of wisdom I have. Uh, but this one is about, of course, my Zoloft. Of course, it's more about anxiety and depression, which is a topic that I'm very familiar with. Um, and as you know, I think in my last video, I talked about how I was on Zoloft now. Uh, and I've been on it for, I can't remember how many months, at least 3. Life's kind of a blur, so it's kind of hard to remember. But yeah, I'd say it's been at least 3 months. And pros and cons, if you've never taken it or if you're curious about it. Uh, it does work to a degree. You do, well, at least for me. I can't speak for everybody's experiences, but for the most part, it helps with depression, but not all the time. Now, when you do get depressed, it is awful. That one instance, say maybe once or twice a month, when it just doesn't seem to work, the depression is pretty brutal. It's fucking horrible, honestly. Pardon my French. I cuss like a sailor most of the time, so excuse me for that. But yeah, I mean, I would still recommend it to anybody who hasn't tried it or is, looking to change medications to something that might help them a little better. So far, it's probably been the best working medicine I've found. That being said, perhaps there are alternatives out there that are better, or an even better alternative is to just not be on any at all. And of course, I've been considering therapy as well, and it gets a negative stigma attached to it, which I don't understand, because it seems as though mental health is just, I mean, in the public eye, you're either okay or you're fucking crazy, and that's not right. And it shouldn't be that way, because I think all of us, to a degree, have something wrong upstairs. Some aren't bad enough to do any harm to anyone or themselves. Some just are brutal and make it hard to cope with what seem to be mundane things, with life in general. But if anybody has had any, goes to any kind of therapy or anything and has any positive comments or opinions, I'd like to hear them, because I'm up to try anything that helps. I would love to not be on anything at all, but right now that's not realistic for me, because I've tried it before, and you're okay. Like, honestly, when I'm off of it, I feel fantastic. But at the same time, I just have more than normal days of depression, like, I don't know, more than half the week, every week. So, but the days you do feel good, you feel fantastic. That being said, if you've taken the time to watch the video so far, we're about 5 minutes in. I appreciate it. I'm not the most interesting person, or I guess I could be once I'm drunk or you get to know me. But of course, I'm not drinking right now. I'm in the company van. I'm parked though. I'm not driving, so I'm safe. I'm outside my house. I would do it inside the house, but I have a little Shih Tzu, and he demands attention all the time, and I don't really get a whole lot of time to be me and do things like this, because I don't want to neglect him. And so that being said, any comments, thoughts, suggestions, feel free to fill me in, let me know. There was another topic I was gonna bring up, but for the life of me, I cannot remember what it is. I don't know. Like, really, I don't know. But anywho, I am personally thinking about doing some movie, video game, like tech reviews. Maybe do some videos on those. I've got a couple car videos up that, they're hit and miss on views. Of course, my personal Mazda 3 has probably been the most views I've had. But anywho, if you all have any suggestions for any kind of videos I can do that might be interesting, that you'd like to see, that you'd like to talk about, any kind of topics, just hit me up in the comments below, or just send me a message, either or. But once again, thanks for watching the video, and all of you have a good day. Thanks.